I personally, honestly cannot get along with almost 90% of people who are my age. And the reason why I state this is because, see, when you're on this path of self-improvement where you constantly want to improve your life, where that's your only focus in life, you will experience this stage of life where you literally cannot get along with 90% of people your age. Forget your age, you really cannot get along with 90% of people in the world. And most men, most boys, get in a state of loneliness. The Alex Hormozy calls this the lonely chapter of life. And I would like to talk a bit about that. When you enter this lonely chapter of your life, I want you to understand a few things. You see, you're not lonely. Being lonely and being alone are two different paths. When we take this concept of self-improvement where we want to improve our life constantly, better and better and better, you see, let's just take a scale from 1 to 10, alright? Let's just assume that you started at a 3. I'm not talking about the scale on looks. That's a different stuff. I'm just talking about your overall life. Let's just take it as 3, alright? And then, let's say you work on improving yourself for 2 years. You get to a 6 or a 7. That's great, right? And you're still in the environment where you're surrounded by people who have not even put in any work for the last 2 years. They've remained the same at the same 3, and some have gone down to a 2.5 or 2.2, maybe a 1, maybe a 0.5. And that's practical knowledge that you being at level 7 won't be able to get along with the people at level 3, at the people at 2.5. Don't get me wrong, I'm not discriminating anybody, right? I'm just talking about the concept of self-improvement. Okay? You see, a lion only hunts with its pack of lions. You don't see lion hunting with sheeps, brother. You don't see sheeps hunting with lions. That's a law of nature. Let's just assume that you're a lonely lion. And the best thing that you can do is to go around life trying to search for a pack of lions instead of worrying about you only finding packs of sheep, herds of sheep. That has no use. Like that worrying right there, telling to yourself, I'm very lonely, I have no one, nobody's on my side, nobody understands what I'm saying. Well, the truth is, they can't and they won't. That's the reason you're different from them. You want to be a king, right? Right? You want to be a king. You want to be the ruler of your life. You want your name etched into the pages of history. Then, you don't deserve to hang around with peasants. You don't honestly deserve to hang around with peasants. And if your worry is about not hanging out with peasants, missing parties, missing social events, missing your drinking and all that stupid stuff, then the truth is, you might not be meant for being a king. It might not be you in your bloodline. But if you believe it's you, just understand that you will be lonely. You will be alone. And that phase of your life will pass by. So if you started here, like if you start here, right? And let's assume this is the end. But the truth is the path of self-improvement has no end. And let's just assume this is where you want to be. Like, if it's like infinite, let's just say this is 100, okay? You want to reach here. From certain levels, men are always in competition. Men are always running in the race of life. And we will always do. It doesn't matter if you are allowing yourself to participate or not. It doesn't matter if you're willingly participating. The truth is, as a man, you will be forced into participation. You are participating right now. It doesn't matter if you watch reels for 3 hours every day. It doesn't matter if you eat junk food every day. It doesn't matter if you go to the gym 7 days a week. It doesn't matter if you have a shit ton of money in your bank account. You are still participating. No matter wherever you are still competing with the guy at the top. You are still competing with the guy at the bottom. Do you remember the quote that there's always a bigger fish? Same thing. There's always a smaller fish. So it's absolutely your duty to go out and find your pack of fish. Right? Like, I'm just saying this. when I was studying in grade 7, I honestly spoke with maybe 1 or 2 people in my class. That's it. And not like hours and hours of conversation, maybe 5 minutes a week, that's it. Because everything else, everybody's talking about drama stuff, the stupid relationship stuff and all the cringe ass nonsense. I don't like that. My mind doesn't want to think about those things. It certainly thinks about one thing, wanting to be better, wanting my name in history, wanting to be remembered, being the best version of myself. That's what my mind thinks about. And you, as a person who wants to be a king of your life, your mind must also think the same. If I sat down during that year of my life being like, oh well, I have no one to talk to, what could I do? Maybe I could stare into the ceiling wall worrying about how bad my life is. Do you think that would have helped me? Absolutely not. I still kept on working myself. I still kept on doing the work that I had to do. I still did what I must be done. Yeah, I was alone, but I still did it. Years passed by. 8th grade, 9th grade. I met a few friends. Okay. See, I've had a childhood friend of mine who still sticks with me till today. We both were friends from the age of I think 4 or 3. He still sticks with me now because we both share the same mental frame now. And during my year of 9th grade to 10th standard, in that phase, I'm currently in 10th standard. From 9th standard, I met 3 guys in my school. And we absolutely got along very well. So don't worry about you not being okay with the people in your age, because you won't be if you are on the path of self-improvement. Most men get serious about their life, like some little bit of seriousness at the age of 25. You're lucky to have had this at the ages of 12, 13, 14, 15. You are honestly lucky to have this realization of life. So you're always in competition. So you're going to crush your competition when you reach the age 25. Honestly. They are literally starting at 25, where you have already crossed a few mountains, few lakes, few dungeons, few adventures. You already have some stories written on your name. Imagine that. That is what is currently happening to you. And it is very rare to meet people who share the same mindset as you, a mindset of growth. I've tried my best to instill this mindset in people who I got along with very kindly, very little. If they don't catch up, bye-bye. And if they catch up, I'm still sticking with them. I'm still helping them. They're still helping me. So that's when we created this group of Warhouse, which is a group of men like us who share the same mindset, a mindset of growth, a mindset of wanting to be better. And the reason why you face this problem in today's world would be very simple. There's 2 reasons which add to this problem, which is the kings did not learn and act the same way as the peasants. That's a fact, not a reason. The second thing would be, the reason why you can't relate, the reason why you're still alone, is because the school system convinces you to only be friends with people at your school, at your age. I currently have a few friends who are literally 3-4 years older than me. And I have a friend who's twice my age. Almost, I think she's twice my age, almost. And that's how men get along with each other. Age is just about how many years you've lived life, a metric of calculation. That's it. It has nothing to do with your mindset. So if you can't relate to people who's your age, I'm honestly telling you, you're still looking in the wrong places. Maybe you're still looking in your school. Maybe you're still looking in your community, your house community, and that's it. You don't need to have 10, 15 friends. Maybe a 3, 4, a squad is enough, honestly. A squad is more than enough. One man by your side who sticks with you, that's enough. And if you have 4, 5 men who stand by you no matter what happens, that's great. So, go out there, try to make new friends. Speak with few people. If you're just socially introverted, try speaking with a few people. Learn to make friends. And if you get along with them, go along and make their life better as well as yours. And if you don't, they're just dead weight. Cut them off. Stick with the guys who help you to make their life better as well as them making their life better instead of making it a chore for you to improve them constantly and constantly. Yeah, once you've chose that person as your friend, you have to stick by him. You have to point out his mistakes. You have to point out his flaws. You have to appreciate his best behavior. That's what friends do. That's what we do in the War House. Like, we as men, we don't get along with each other just for the sake of you and me. There has to be a higher cost. That's what created armies of men. That's what created the men who went and fought wars for their countries. They had something higher than us. And us on this path of self-improvement can't make our own friends going out there, going on bike rides. And that's not our kind of friendship. That's not our kind of brotherhood. We as men of self-improvement, men of honor and duty, we make friends and brothers. And we get along with our brothers and friends. Not just for us, not for fun, but for something above us, something higher than us. You know what I'm talking about. You know what the higher thing is. You know what's above us, right? So, don't worry about being alone. And always remember, if you got me as your brother, yeah, we might not be having face-to-face conversations, but understand that no matter wherever you're in the world, I want the best to happen to you if you're watching this video. I want the best to happen to you. Yeah, and I'll just link down the thing to the War House community. Like, if you just want to give it a look, give it a look, and make sure that you subscribe to the channel, because in the upcoming videos, I'll be coming up with similar topics which could help you on the path of self-improvement and your personal life journey. Make sure you be the best version of yourself because it's your duty.